We all know by now that short-form video is basically non-negotiable if you want to grow a brand online or become known as a thought leader in your niche. The problem is, a lot of the creators who crush it with slick reels and TikToks have a whole team of editors slicing their long-form content into perfect nuggets. If you're solo, or you're running a tiny team, learning Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve and spending hours on timeline surgery just isn't realistic. So what do you do if you're the one editing, publishing, and trying to actually run a business at the same time? Well, here's something I wish someone told me earlier. There's a next-level shortcut that makes chopping long videos into scroll-stopping clips way faster, and anyone can use it. I'm going to show you the tool I've been using and walk you through an actual edit so you can see how quick this gets you from raw Zoom or long-form YouTube to ready-to-post vertical clips. Let's dive in. Okay, so the secret isn't magic, it's Vizard. If you haven't played with it yet, Vizard is an AI-first editor that's built specifically to take long videos and turn them into high-performing short clips automatically. Instead of wrestling with a timeline and keyframes, Vizard analyzes your full-length video, finds the moments that actually land, the virally, repeatable, snackable bits, and surfaces them as ready-to-post clips. That's the core. It's not just cutting, it's smartly picking the gold for you. Now I know what you're thinking. Descript does something similar. Edit like a doc, remove fillers, add captions. And yeah, Descript is dope and changed the game for a lot of creators. But here's the thing. Descript still expects you to go line by line and set up captions, templates, and export settings. Premiere and DaVinci are insanely powerful, but way overkill if your goal is to consistently publish lots of short videos. Vizard's approach is different. It automates the heavy parts so you can focus on storytelling and distribution, not on learning complex software. Let me walk you through how I use it in real time. Imagine I've got a 10 to 20-minute interview, or a podcast episode, or a webinar. I upload the full file into Vizard and the AI gets to work. First, it transcribes the audio, and then it does this highlight detection pass. It scores moments by engagement potential, emotional peaks, and clarity. Within minutes, it spits out dozens of short clips that it thinks could work as Instagram Reels, TikToks, or YouTube Shorts. You don't have to hunt for the good stuff. The tool does the hunting for you. Once the clips are generated, you can preview them right away. Vizard shows you the clip, the auto-generated caption text, and a suggested thumbnail frame. From there, you can do quick tweaks, trim a second here, change an intro frame, or adjust the text overlay. But what's super key is that everything feels fast and intuitive. No messy tracks, no nested sequences. It's more like curating than editing, and that's the time saver. One of my favorite parts, the caption and subtitle workflow. Good captions are huge for engagement, and Vizard gives you clean, editable captions that are synced to the clip. It also identifies filler words and low-value pauses and gives you the option to cut them automatically. So if someone says or like a bunch, the AI can remove those and tighten the clip without you combing through the whole transcript. You still want to listen and make judgment calls. Sometimes those little verbal tics are part of the personality. But for raw efficiency, this is a lifesaver. Another thing people underappreciate is how Vizard handles format conversion. You can set your target orientation, vertical, square, or landscape, and the AI will suggest framing crops that keep faces and key visuals centered. That means you can upload a cinematic horizontal interview and get perfectly framed vertical clips without manual keyframing. For creators who repurpose content across platforms, that alone saves an enormous amount of time. Okay, now let's talk about one of the features that actually changed my posting game: auto-scheduling. Instead of exporting a batch of clips to your desktop and then dragging them into a scheduler, Vizard lets you set a posting cadence, say 3 times a week, and it will schedule the clips for you based on your preferences. You pick which platforms, upload any custom captions or hashtags you want, and Vizard queues them. That means once you finish one recording session, you can have a month's worth of short-form content lined up without another editing hassle. For anyone juggling clients, product launches, or service work, that hands-off element is gold. There's also a built-in content calendar that's super useful. You can visualize what's going live, rearrange posts, swap out clips, and even edit captions directly in the calendar view. If you manage multiple channels or clients, being able to see everything in one place cuts down on accidental double posts or missed promos. And because everything lives in the same system, exporting final edits or redoing a clip is way more seamless than bouncing between apps. Let me be real about the limits too. No AI is perfect. It'll miss nuance sometimes, mislabel a speaker, or pick a clip that needs more context. That's why I still recommend doing a quick human pass. Scan the suggested clips, listen to the first few seconds, and tweak captions or hooks if needed. Also, some creators want full control over every frame and transition. Vizard isn't meant for those advanced motion graphics heavy edits. Think of it like the difference between cooking a chef's tasting menu and prepping 30 perfect meals for the week. Vizard is optimized for the latter, volume plus quality with minimal effort. Compared to doing everything in Premiere, you save hours. Compared to manually chopping clips and writing captions, you save days. Compared to using a tool that only transcribes or only schedules, Vizard combines the pieces so your workflow is actually enjoyable rather than painful. Let me walk you through a hypothetical edit so you see the cadence. Say I upload a 30-minute podcast. Vizard transcribes it and runs highlight detection. It then shows me 40 suggested clips. I skim them, favorite 8 that have the best hooks, and hit Batch Edit, which lets me apply a caption style and font across all favorites in one click. I tweak the captions for tone, choose a thumbnail frame, and then either export or add them to my posting queue. If I want consistent branding, I save my caption style and thumbnail template so future batches look uniform. Literally done in under 30 minutes for a full episode. And for those of you who like to A/B test, Vizard makes it easy to create variations of a clip. Different hooks, different thumbnails, slightly different captions. That's the kind of experimentation you need to actually grow on platforms. And most creators can't do that when editing eats all their time. Finally, let me address pricing and suitability. Some of the other premium tools out there are pricey or force you to upgrade to get basic stuff like batch exports or cloud scheduling. Vizard's tiers are built around creator needs. If you're posting casually, the basic plan handles core auto-editing features. If you're posting for clients or scaling, the higher tiers unlock bulk exports, team seats, and advanced scheduling. The point is, it's designed so you don't pay for a massive pro suite when all you need is smart clipping and distribution. So what's the bottom line? If you want to be consistent with short-form video without becoming a full-time editor, you need a tool that finds the good bits, captions them intelligently, and helps you publish at scale. Vizard does that in a way that feels like a teammate instead of another piece of technical debt. Try using it on one piece of long-form content this week. Upload a webinar or a podcast episode, let the AI pick clips, and schedule a week's worth of posts. If you're anything like me, you'll realize pretty quickly that the bottleneck wasn't ideas or footage. It was the grind of turning long videos into social-ready content. Vizard just removes most of that grind. All right, that's my quick walkthrough and real talk review. If you want, I can show you a screen demo next, where I upload a reel file, pick clips, and set a posting schedule so you can see the whole thing in action. Want to watch me do that right now?